Hello guys, it's Steve Vallow and I'm back on boxing. I've just found out that Tony Bellew will be fighting BJ Flores next Saturday on the 15th of October for the WBC World Cruiserweight title. Now, a little bit about both boxers. Firstly, BJ Flores, as far as I know, he's a mandatory challenger. He's 37. He's had 32 wins and 20 KOs. He's an American, so I don't know very much about him. But from Tony Bellew's response and reaction to him, I don't think he's going to be much of a contender, or at least Tony Bellew doesn't think he will be. He said to BJ Flores, I hope you don't freeze before 15th of October. And he's quite confident that he's going to smash this guy up. So I like seeing people getting smashed up, so I will be watching this fight. I think this was a good one to tune into, and it's for a title, so WBC World Cruiserweight, so that'll be a good one to watch. Now, Tony Bellew, he's an English fighter, and he will be fighting in Merseyside, his hometown. So a little bit more about him. Now, his record, he's quite a good fighter. He's fought another British fighter, Nathan Cleverly. In their first bout, he lost to a majority decision. And if anyone who watched that fight, it was very close. I mean, when two boxers are just really like slugging it out with each other, it's quite hard to determine who's won it. But I think Nathan Cleverly seemed to edge it in that fight, but it was quite a close one. And then the second time they fought in 2014, Tony Bellew beat him on a split decision. So again, it was a close fight, but Tony Bellew won that one. So him and Nathan Cleverly have had a war, and he seems to have had one loss and one win apart. So I don't know if there will be another rematch to that fight, but they've settled that for the moment. Tony Bellew has also been in the rumours to fight David Haye, who's just jumped back on the scene. And if you haven't heard the news about David Haye, check out my last video where I'm talking about his potential fighters. But Tony Bellew has said that once he dispatches BJ Flores, he's coming for David Haye. Now, the thing is about that is that David Haye is a heavyweight, and I'm sure he wants to fight heavyweight, and Tony Bellew is cruiserweight. So Tony Bellew's trainers have assured us that it will be no problem for him to fight there, but that's a different weight class. And I think when Tony Bellew did lose, it was for the light heavyweight title. So if he's going to go from cruiserweight to heavyweight, he's already had a loss when he's tried to go up. Will this work? Will it work out? Will this fight even happen? I don't know yet. It's just speculation at the moment. But he says that will be a very well-paid fight. And David Haye likes his well-paid fights, doesn't he? He says a lot of stuff, but will he actually fight him? I don't know. But I'll let you guys know if this one was to go on. But firstly, he has to dispatch BJ Flores and have this fight. So anything else about Tony Bellew, his styles? He's got 17 KOs, and notably, I think one of his best fights was his last one against Malinga. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he was a tricky southpaw cruiserweight fighter who actually knocked Tony Bellew down in the first round. And so there was a lot of anticipation for that fight, and his trainers told him that he should take his time and have busy with the left hand, but he kind of just rushed in, and he thought he was landing some shots on Enunga, and he tasted the left hand and bust him up quite a bit. He did a flip, like, I don't know, it was right at the end of the first, but he kind of flipped over, so I don't know if it seemed like a powerful shot. But amazingly, in the second round, he came back, and I remember watching it and seeing him like attacking Ilunga the same way he did in the first, and I thought, has he not learned? Is he going to get knocked out? But I think he just knew something in a puncher's habit, or puncher's instinct. He knew that he was hurting Ilunga, and he sustained that barrage, sustains the punches, and he managed to get through and really hurt Ilunga, and the fight was called off. So, and if you see the quick highlights of it, I think a couple of shots hurt him and his knees buckled. He was against the rope, and then like just before he falls over, like he takes 2 shots, and I think he was already knocked out before he hit the floor, and that's why everyone was like rushing around just to make sure he was okay. But if you get a chance to watch that fight, it was a very good one, very exciting. And that meant a lot to Tony Bellew. You can see from his reaction, and that's where all the confidence has stemmed from for him to dispatch BJ Flores. So yeah, this would be for the WBC World Cruiserweight title happening next week Saturday. So I thought I'd let you guys know about this one so that you can watch it too. Now, as always say, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. Just give me a like, and if you have anything to say, drop it in the comments, guys. So, Steve Bellew, and I'm out.